Okay, the making of a D104 for a studio mic. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to adapt this in place of the head and then rewire the bottom of it, put a 1/4 inch plug here in the back so he can hook up whatever studio stuff he wants to do. In this particular case, this guy's going to go with the iPad deal, so I've got to make him up a cable for that. So basically I'm going to take this off, which I've already started working on it, and I'm going to adapt that to there. Basically, I found a pretty neat way of doing it, and might sound a little cheesy, but take some 1/2 inch PVC water pipe, cut it about 2 inches, thread this on to the end, which it's a little bit of a pain, but being that brass connector, it'll actually thread itself onto it. I mean, it takes a little bit of oomph to do it, but it can be done. And then just take the pipe and just paint it, you know. So he's going to get it matching his base, basically. I'll be back with some other things. I've already got the bottom off of it, so basically what I'm going to do is right here next to where the wire comes in, I'm going to pop a 1/4 inch plug there, so we'll be able to tap everything into it. We'll be back with an update. A little progress report here. Got our hole drilled. It's real funny on how these things work because there's not really a whole lot of room. You got to take the 1/4 inch jack here, and actually you got to sand it down some so you can get it up in there. Because if you try to leave it the way it is, it's just not going to go. So I've already got a piece of wire to it, and got it all shaved down, so it's ready to go in there, so it'll be flush with it. But this is just a progress, just showing you what's going on here. We'll be back. Another updated video. What we got going on here is we got the 1/4 inch jack in there, rob the audio wire, so uses existing cable and just rob off the audio wire, feed it up through a ferrite bead that knocks out any RF trying to get into the thing. And then we got the 1/4 inch adapter all done up, and she's up in there. And I just put a little bit of liquid tape on the edge just in case. I mean, I've got plenty of room. I mean, let me see. It's kind of, I don't know if you can see the little edge in there, but we definitely have room on both ends, so we're not going to have any problem. I just did the electrical tape deal just to be safe. But just a progress report. We'll be back. Okay, quick update, just showing you what I got going on here. Mounted the head onto a piece of this PVC water pipe. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut it down so it fits up inside the stand and get the nut on it, and we should be done, and we'll give it a test run. Alright, update. We got the head mounted, base is back together, got her up all on there. And like I said, wasn't much of a piece that we did in there. I put a flange in here. It's actually being epoxied right now. I'm waiting on it to kind of dry up. As soon as that gets dried up, I'm going to pull it back out and just double check everything. But basically the piece of pipe is maybe about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. You know, it's threaded up in here. And then I put a collar here and put the original nut back on it. And it's probably sitting down in there about yay much because you're going to be putting a heavy mic on there. So you don't want this to be moving back and forth. But there's an update, and we'll be back. We're going to fire this rascal up. Okay, updated video. This is the cable I made up for him so he could patch in the iRig into his radio or the mic stand that we just built for him. So basically, stereo connector here, ferrite bead just to help with any kind of RF feedbacks. Other end, I haven't bolted it up yet, but ferrite bead on this end. And then as you see, this cap right here, it's a blocking cap, and I have one on each part of the stereo. Let me see, I'll turn a little clamp. There's one on each end of the stereo. Now the only issue he's going to run into is really you're taking stereo, you're bridging it into mono. Even though I use 2 stereo plugs, it's still going to be mono, just what it is. But this is what we got. I'll fold this up in there so it'll fit up underneath the thing, but this will help block out any kind of squeals, hums, RF, anything kind of feedback coming into it. A little trick I've been doing on all my stuff for a while now, but there we go. I'll be back. Okay, final product. Here we go. Mic stand, adapted, brand new Shure Sm58 mic from the customer. As you see, there's the box. His iRig is right there. Now I have everything wired up with the new cable. And of course, here's the new cable coming around to his brand new iBox. I put the ferret bead up here too, also to eliminate any possible RF feedback. And then of course, it's tapped into my iPad. Here's a little demo of it. If you can hear it through the test radio over here, I'm using this Cobra 29 for receive, and the speaker's way over there. That way it don't create so much squeal. And then we'll look at it here on my little scope. Check 1, check 1, 2, 3. Hello radio, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And as you see, this is the iRig, and our negatives are looking pretty good. We're definitely over 160 on the peak side, and here's the other meters. That's the negative modulation, and there's the positive. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now I will tell you something a little bit on this thing. And you got a little volume knob on here, and I'm going to try to key this up with my one arm, and let's see if we can get it to squeal. 1, there it goes. You hear how it feeds back? Okay, that's like a mic gain. Basically, it's a mic gain. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Break, break, break. Audio, hello radio. And that's what you do. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was informative. Audio, and there we go. Breaker, breaker, breaker. Hello, radio. And as you see, no modulators in line. We're going straight in through the mic of the radio. That's the way I'm doing it. I mean, it's a 5-pin radio. He's got a 4-pin mic here. So basically, I use this adapter box I built, which is what I use to key my radio on this particular radio, but it's got a 4-pin in there, so if I ever wanted to use a 4-pin mic, and as you hear, the receive went out in the radio. So but that's what we got. No flim-flamming, nothing like that going on. Hope you enjoy your new mic and stand and iRig and everything else. Enjoy the videos. Hit like if you like it, and have a great day. 73 Stickman out of here.